Roughly 4 million children enter kindergarten each year. While exciting, the kindergarten enrollment milestone can also be a time of anxiety for parents who are uncertain of their child's school readiness. Children who are unprepared for kindergarten often have a difficult time catching up with their classmates. With us now is education expert Dominique Ciccarelli with advice on how to make sure that your child is ready for kindergarten. Welcome, Dominique.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us, what exactly is kindergarten readiness?
You may be surprised to learn that kindergarten readiness is one of the biggest predictors of how a child's going to perform academically all throughout elementary school. And it's not just about knowing the alphabet or, your numbers on day one. It really has to do with a lot of other skill sets as well, like their social skills, their eagerness to learn, and their speaking and listening skills.
So how do parents know if their child is ready for kindergarten? What are some of those important benchmarks then?
Well, kindergarten marks a huge transition in the life of a child, but it doesn't have to be difficult. And parents should look for some of their speaking and listening skills and their social skills. So let's think about how are they able to follow directions? Are they able to follow multi-step directions, or if it's given by another adult? And if they have some wants and needs, are they able to articulate that by giving full sentences to communicate what their thoughts are? And their social skills. Watch how your kids are interacting in their groups and with their peers. How are they able to patiently wait and get in line and share their toys, handle disappointment if something doesn't go their way. Those things go a long way towards their school readiness. And there are other things too that parents can do to make sure they have a rock solid academic foundation.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. I've got a 4-year-old myself. We are sort of in this boat, getting ready for kindergarten, about a year and a half. So what can we do to improve kindergarten readiness, just to make sure?
Well, the most important thing to just keep in mind is you want to make sure that they're eager to learn and that they're really enthusiastic about learning. And one of the best ways to do that is through reading books each day. That's a great habit to get into. You can have your child pick out the book from the library or the bookstore, but alphabet books are really great for a child your age at 4, preschoolers, because alphabet books help with their letter sound correspondence and letter recognition. And there's even counting books out there, and counting books can make numbers fun and help students to build that number sense that can go a long way towards their recognition and their enjoyment of numbers. And you might feel some pressure. Sometimes parents feel a little pressure about, I'm not sure what to do. There are early education programs out there that do a great job of building that eagerness to learn and the social skills that are really important and go a long way towards their school readiness. Kumon does that and does even more to ensure that children are ready for kindergarten by building their attention spans, their fine motor skills, helping them to learn how to read, that pre-reading skills, and even arithmetic. So starting at like 3 years old, lots of kids will come into Kumon, and they'll, by the time they get to kindergarten, they're not only ready, they're actually the best in their class.
So those early learning experiences really do support that kindergarten readiness.
Sure, but it is important for parents to make sure they're using praise and encouragement can go a long way, because the young minds are like a sponge. They're ready to absorb so much, but sometimes their kids might feel a little criticized, or if they're afraid to get an answer wrong, they might stop wanting to say the answer. So if you do find that your child says something incorrect at that age, just tell them what the right answer is, and when they do a good job, make sure you're praising them for that.
All right, it sounds like my husband and I are on the right track. Where can we get some more information if we need that?
Parents can visit, and you can visit kumon.com. There's tips there for all ages of kids. The program goes through accounting, through calculus, and even through Shakespeare. So it's not just preschool, but there are tips there, and you can find a local Kumon center closest to you.
Dominique Ciccarelli, thank you so much. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after the break.